So, Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. A title that immediately evokes the scent of pixelated pine forests and the sound of clashing swords rendered in glorious MIDI. If you've ever lost a weekend to Heroes of Might and Magic 3's random map generator, this one's aimed squarely at your soul. Let's talk basics. Olden Era is a love letter to the classic entries in the franchise, specifically 2 and 3, and it's not shy about it. Hex-based combat? Check. Town screens that look like Renaissance paintings? Check. A soundtrack that could make a necromancer weep? Also check. The game features 6 factions at launch: Castle, Rampart, Necropolis, Inferno, Dungeon, and Stronghold. Each comes with its own hero roster, unit lineup, and town building tree. If you're wondering whether the Griffin still gets 2 retaliations, yes, and it's still annoying. Combat is turn-based, tactical, and unapologetically slow in the best way. You'll spend more time planning your Cyclops' movement than you will in most modern strategy games planning an entire war. And spells? They matter. Casting Blind on a black dragon still feels like cheating, and I love it. The campaign is split across 3 story arcs, each dripping with lore that feels like it was pulled from a dusty tome in a wizard's basement. Voice acting is present, but sparse, which is probably for the best, considering the budget. Still, the writing is solid, and the scenarios are varied enough to keep you engaged. Graphically, Olden Era opts for high-res pixel art that's more homage than innovation. It's beautiful, but don't expect dynamic lighting or particle effects. This is a game that wants to look like 1999, and it succeeds. The battles are closer to Heroes of Might and Magic 5. Technically, the graphics are fine. The computer with R7 5700X and 3080 10GB runs the maxed out graphics, 1080p 60 FPS flawlessly. The R5 2600X and RX 580 computer that's technically below minimum system requirements runs the game fine as well. Multiplayer is here, hot seat included. Yes, you can ruin friendships again. Online play is functional, though matchmaking is a bit bare bones. There's also a map editor, which is either a blessing or a curse depending on how much free time you have. Now, if you're wondering what's actually playable in the demo, good news. It's surprisingly generous. Factions. You get access to 4 out of the 6 total factions planned for early access. That's enough to get a solid feel for the strategic diversity. From the noble knights of Castle to the ever-brooding Necropolis. Each comes with its own hero lineup, unit progression, and town-building path. Maps. The demo includes a curated selection of maps. They're limited in number, but they're handcrafted to showcase the game's pacing, exploration, and combat flow. Don't expect the full map editor or random generation just yet. That's being saved for the full release. Mechanics. According to the developers, all core mechanics are present. That includes hero leveling, spell casting, town management, and tactical combat. If you're looking to test the bones of the game, this demo delivers the skeleton, if not the full musculature. Presentation. The demo also gives a taste of the game's art direction and music. The town screens are lush, the unit animations are crisp, and the soundtrack is already shaping up to be a worthy successor to Paul Romero's iconic compositions. In short, the demo is a vertical slice. Not the full banquet, but enough to whet the appetite. And if you're the kind of player who still remembers the exact tile where the Grail was buried in Heroes of Might and Magic 3, you'll feel right at home. Arena and single hero mode, bite-sized brutality. If you're short on time or just want to test your tactical mettle without the overhead of kingdom management, Olden Era includes 2 focused modes, Arena and single hero. Arena mode drops you straight into a no-frills, high-stakes skirmish. Think of it as the fantasy equivalent of a gladiator pit. You pick your hero, your army, and your spells, then face off against an AI or human opponent in a tightly balanced battlefield. No economy, no exploration, just pure distilled combat. Single hero mode, on the other hand, is a minimalist campaign experience. You control one hero, no towns, no reinforcements, just you, your army, and whatever you can scavenge from the map. It's a roguelike twist on the classic formula, and it's surprisingly tense. Every spell scroll matters. Every unit lost hurts. It's not for the faint of heart, but it's a brilliant way to test your strategic instincts when the safety net is gone. Final thoughts? Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era isn't trying to reinvent the wheel. It's trying to polish the one we already loved. If you're looking for a modern strategy game with QOL features and sleek UI, this isn't it. But if you want to relive the glory days of turn-based fantasy warfare, this might just be your new obsession.